Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we are playing a deck that I've been meaning to give a go in the format for a while, and that is Dredge. Although what I've done is I've taken a Dredge deck and smashed it together with some Emerge cards. So this should really be called Dredgeless Emerge, because it's Dredgeless Dredge combined with Emerge, which makes sense, probably. And so we are showcasing two new cards. So we have Prized Amalgam, which is a 3/3 for 3. And whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if it entered from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, you can return Prized Amalgam from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped at the beginning of the next end step. And then we are also playing Elder Deep Fiend, which is a 5/6 for 8 with flash, but also has Emerge, which means you can pay its Emerge cost by sacrificing a creature and paying that cost minus the creature's mana value, and when you cast it, you tap up to 4 target permanents. So that's a kind of massive tempo swing card that you play on your opponent's turn, generally in their upkeep, to tap down all of their lands or all of their creatures or whatever it may be. And so the rest of the build is just the kind of what you would find in Dredgeless Dredge. So it's about getting cards from your library into your graveyard and then recurring them. So we have cards like Narcomoeba. So when that's put into the graveyard from your library, you put it onto the battlefield, or Creeping Chill, which is a draining life spell, which when it goes into the graveyard, you just cast it from there and exile it. Stitches, and then the rest of the deck is all about kind of enabling graveyard. So we've got Merfolk's Secret Keeper to mill ourselves, Otherworldly Gaze to surveil, Stitches Supplier to mill ourselves as well. And then we've got some neat interactions with the Silver Smoked Ghouls. So that's a 3/1 that comes back from the graveyard if you've gained 3 or more life this turn. So not only does that happen if you've played a Creeping Chill, but also we're running 4 copies of Sovereign's Bite, which is a similar spell that drains your opponent for 3. And so if you play either of those, you get your ghouls back. And then we're also running 4 Haunted Dead, which is a 2/2 that creates a spirit token, but you can also discard 2 cards to return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. So there are a lot of neat interactions. So you can discard a Prized Amalgam to bring it back, in which case that will then cause the Prized Amalgam's ability to trigger, and it will come back itself. Stitcher's Supplier, if you pop in both a Narcomoeba and a Prized Amalgam from that, they will both enter the battlefield. So essentially, we're kind of durdling around, my favourite thing to do, draining our opponent for life, playing lots of creatures, kind of getting value out of them, and then the intention is you will either value your opponent out with your creatures and just attack them dead, or if you need to, you can sacrifice one of your recurring creatures. Particularly the Haunted Dead is good here because it means the Elder Deep Fiend only costs 3 mana. And then just tap your opponent down, have a big 5/6 and whatever other creatures you have just to finish them off in the next turn. And the only other card in the main board that we're running is 3 copies of Jace the Perfected Mind. So that's a recent Planeswalker, which allows you to mill yourself and draw cards. And if you really want to, you can mill yourself for 15 if you play it for 4 mana and just kind of have everything that kind of goes into the graveyard that has a synergy with that ability. So the mana base, so we're only running 19 lands, so it's a relatively land light deck in the sense that you will be cycling through a lot of cards, you'll be surveilling, you'll be able to get to the lands that you need. So a lot, 16 dual lands, 1 swamp, just as our basic, and then 1 Ottawara and 1 Takenuma. So Takenuma is a particularly useful card here, both because it's a land, but also its channel ability. If you mill over an Elder Deep Fiend and you decide later in the game that you want it back, you can just use Takenuma to return it to your hand. And then the sideboard is relatively straightforward, so just 4 cards. So we have 3 Fatal Push to bring in against decks with small creatures, 4 Thoughtseize if we need to disrupt our opponent's hands, 4 Spell Pierce for those decks that are either control or run a lot of spells, and then 4 Leyline of the Void as our premier one-sided graveyard hate. So we'll bring that in against decks like Greasefang, other versions of decks that use their graveyards, but it only affects our opponent and not us, unlike cards like Rest in Peace. So that's the deck. I've no illusions that it'll do particularly great. I don't think it's hugely powerful, and I think my attempt to smash together these 2 archetypes may well prove to be a mistake. but you know, we're just trying out new cards, aren't we? So you may as well just give it a go. And yeah, let's jump onto the ladder and see how we go on. No, this hand's very bad. This is a better hand, so let's pop away the Elder Deep Fiend, open with a supplier. Oh, that's good. So let's get both of those out. And another Worldly Gaze to use next turn. That is pretty much as good a mill hit as you could hope for. So let's do that. Bin. Bin. I'll keep that. So our opponent's on a Yorion deck. Esper Yorion. Okay. Ooh, happily. Okay. Let's attack. Play an Amalgam. Narset's an interesting card here. What are the... Yeah, this is a... Yeah, enchantments, but... Okay, Omen. Yes, that all makes sense. What are you doing here? Okay, let's just attack Narset dead. Attack here. Play another Amalgam. Sure thing. Okay, so they're just playing mono Narset. So let's otherworldly gaze here. That can go. That can go. Keep the land. The temptation just to attack them here is very strong, but I think let's kill Narset. So we're getting an Amalgam back. So even if they wipe the board here, we can still kill them. Okay, that's an example of how the deck can work. If you keep a decent hand and get a bit of a lucky mill going on, which we definitely did off that Stitcher supplier. That was great. Okay, let's pop in Spell Pierce, Thoughtseize. I really like Elder Deep Fiend here as a kind of big tempo swing. Narcomoeba, how good is Narcomoeba? Didn't see any flyers, so let's leave that in. What are we taking out? Secret Keeper was good. Maybe not. Maybe just a couple of Thoughtseizers are on the draw. Let's take out the Haunted Dead. I'm not sure we're going to be able to give up the resources to be able to use that effectively. One Narcomoeba and one Otherworldly Gaze. Yep. Yeah, very, very dodgy hand, that one. This one is better, so let's pop away Creeping Chill. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Grafdigger's Cage, eh? That's an unusual sideboard card, but good for them. They have smoked us out. So let's attack. Pass the turn, hold up Spell Pierce. No, I'm not bothered about Spell Piercing that, to be honest. Right, let's nibble them. Hold up Spell Pierce again. Yep. Otherworldly Gaze is interesting here, so let's attack. Play that. What's good? Maybe these are all good. No, actually, I don't. Without the ability to come back, there's not much point sacrificing them. Yeah, let's get rid of those. Play the ghoul. Pass the turn. Okay, here comes the Emperor. Sure. Oh yeah, we can't use that. Lol. Oh well, we've got this up for a draw effect if we need it. Okay, we are getting towards giving up. So this is like Esper control with Yorion. That's interesting. Hmm. Sure thing. So I don't think we can win from here, but nope. Okay. Let's go to game 3. That cage was very well timed for them, so let's pop in our other Thought Seizers because we need to snag that as quickly as possible. Take out one Elder Deep Fiend, and let's keep in all the Narc Amoebas. Spell Pierce is good. No, let's just take out some more Narc Amoebas. So yeah, a well timed cage. Unusual. You don't see that in many sideboards anymore. It's a bit I don't know. It feels like it's been replaced by better graveyard hate, but that was very effective against us. Oh well, let's see what we can do on the play. Charlie. Hmm. So this doesn't have Thought Seize, but it does have Spell Pierce that we can use to Spell Pierce the cage. So let's keep it and just Spell Pierce the cage. Okay, they don't have it, so let's mill ourselves. Sure. What are we doing here? So let's. Are we assuming they don't have the cage now? I think we can take that risk. Okay, Oath of Kai is a good draw. So let's play Jace the Perfected Mind. Mill ourselves for 15. Actually, no, let's mill ourselves for 12 and leave Jace alive. I'll bring back all of our ghouls. Bop. Trigger prized Amalgam. Ooh, that's fun. Must do that more often. Okay, let's shock in. Let's target nothing. Attack. Let's take a bite out of them while we can. Otherworldly Gaze. Ooh, let's keep a Thoughtseize. So we should have them pretty much bang to rights here. Yep. Good game, okay. Good for you, Dredge. Good first match. Let's. Oh yeah, the ranks have reset because this is now past March. So let's try another. Yeah, this is an okay opening hand. It's got a Narc Amoeba, but okay, our opponent is mulliganing to 4. Wow, they hate their own hand that much. Whew. Is this Tybalt's trickery? Are they Tybalt's trickering me in the year 2023? No, apparently not. I don't know what this is about. I thought I can never remember. Is Tybalt's trickery banned in Pioneer, or does just nobody play it anymore? I feel like if it wasn't, people would play it because people are annoying. So maybe they just had a really bad opening hand. I don't know. Oh well, let's just keep doing what we're doing. So a lot of ghouls in the bin. Okay, Liliana of the Veil, sure. Yep, happily. Cool, cool. Oh, does that only happen on our turn? Oh, that's sad. Okay, so let's punch down Liliana. Play another Stitches supplier. Okay, get back another Narc Amoeba, which triggers Amalgam. Let's hold up Otherworldly Gaze now and play it on their turn. This is quite complicated. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what that Mole to 4 was about. Their hand was clearly just terrible. It does make it difficult to know what to sideboard against them. Probably a couple of Spell Pierce and a couple of Thoughtseize until we know more. Probably makes sense. And we'll take out. Let's take out Elder Deep Fiend until we know that they're playing creatures. Something down at the bottom end. Yeah, Golgari, but all we saw was Liliana, so could be anything. Could be anything. Yeah, we've got enough surveil here that I feel confident that we can draw some more land. Okay, only one mulligan for them this time. Yeah, that's good, in which case I'm happy to supply here instead. Okay, Narcomoeba, welcome. Yeah, actually, I don't really mind what they take here. Fair enough. So let's otherworldly gaze. That can go. That can go. I'm going to otherworldly gaze again, so let's just pop them all away. Bin, bin, bin. Ooh. Okay. Noted. So let's attack with Narcomoeba. Play one of the Haunted Dead. Discarding here and here. Yep. Just to avoid them hitting us. What am I doing here? So if we Sovereign's Bite, we get back our 3-1. I want to leave something that can block the Glitter, though, so let's attack here and here. Bite them. Oh, okay. Okay, let's otherworldly gaze. Keeping Jace on top. Let's go again. Bin, bin. Attack for 1. Pass the turn. Now, do they attack is the question. Yep, fair enough. So, this is interesting. So I could Jace here and just give that -3, -0, or I could just mill myself for a lot. I think that's probably the better option. So let's mill myself for 12, leave Jace alive. That should be enough, I think. I hope it's enough. Oh, you do a lot of work, don't you, Jace? You are a good man. Okay, good game. Okay, it's all going very well. It'd be nice to have a a game where Elder DP gets to show off a bit. That card was very good in testing, I have to say. Just all the games have been quite short so far, so we haven't really needed it. So let's see if it can put on a show for this game. Hello? Hello? There we are. Clearly that worked. Two Narcomoebas in hand is not great, but we have a Gaze and a Stitches supplier, so let's go with it. Okay, Skrelv. Skrelv is fun. Yep. So is this auras? No, humans, okay. How dare you? How dare you play a Thalia on me? People don't get to do that to me. Bant humans, okay. I've never seen this card in Bant humans before. I kind of like it. Probably. So depending on what we mill, we'll either do something else or we'll play Narcomoeba. Okay, Creeping Chill's good. Our prized amalgams are still stranded in our graveyard, unfortunately, but what is going on here? Okay, so it's like 5-color humans. If you draw a card, okay. Um, hmm. Okay, I think we'll otherworldly gaze again. Pop those in the bin, keep a land. Pass the turn again. What does this do? If you draw a card. Oh, okay. Wow. Things are happening. Don't like it when things happen. Makes me feel nervous. Land. So if we Sovereign's Bite, we get back 1. If we Haunted Dead, yeah, let's do that instead. Discard. Attack. Bring back Prized Amalgam ×2. That doesn't do anything against us. I like the idea. So we could play Jace here for 2 life. Use the mill effect. Or do we wait for 5 mana and just do it properly? Yeah, let's just Sovereign's Bite here. Ghoul back. Mox Amber is fine. Ah! Right. Good. I'll just leave this here. Okay, now we know what they're doing at least, so let's pop in Fatal Push, a couple of Thought Seizes, take out... what are we taking out? Ghoul, maybe? Ghoul doesn't tangle very well against a lot of their stuff, and in which case we'll take out Sovereign's Bite as well. Actually, let's just take out all of this. Pop in the full Thought Seizes. Spell Pierce? No, we don't need Spell Pierce. Alright, we'll keep one Sovereign's Bite in. 5-color humans with Joda. That is spicy stuff. Our opponent is going full spice, which I appreciate because I don't really go full spice. I sort of go 60% spice, and the rest is just furious net decking. Yeah. Two Haunted Dead in the opening hand isn't ideal, but... Ooh. Heavy Mulligan. Love to see it. Let's open with a Supplier for some good hits. Okay, Narcomoeba's not bad. Okay, that is a tasty Fatal Push target. It's Otherworldly Gaze as well. Bin. That can go in the bin. Ooh, okay. So let's Thoughtseize. Take their Thalia Guardian of Thraben. Discard, discard. Okay, fair enough. Our opponent got mana screwed there. I think I'm pretty happy with this as it is. Not a huge number of enablers, but can't really turn down two Fatal Pushes. Like thus. Or, No, let's Thoughtseize here. Well, there's a lot going on, none of it particularly edifying. So, Coco, they can't play with their current mana. Adeline, Joda, they're miles away from. Yeah, I think Adeline is the one that scares me most, so we'll get rid of that. Interesting. Not ideal, but let's Fatal Push Skrelv. Now just hope they don't keep drawing land. Oof. Spicy. Okay, well, let's Fatal Push again. At some point they've got to run out road. Nothing good to come of this. Yeah, I think we are very dead here. Yeah, fair enough. They had what they needed. Those 2 lands in a row, they got lucky, so it is what it is. I will do one more. These have all been quite quick games. Okay, that's weird, but also quite fun. Okay, that's quite neat. There's like jaunty music, and for some April the 1st. Goblin Blue Brigade. So, okay, there's some Easter eggs here. Soul rings, lightning bolt. Okay, this is all quite neat. Unfortunately, our opponent seems to be playing mono green, which isn't quite as neat, but can't have everything. Okay, let's pop back a Narc Amoeba. Try and keep a land. Okay, no such thing, so let's get rid of all of those. Haunted Dead will allow us to bring back two prized amalgams there if we want to. That's probably just better. What are they doing with all of this mana? Okay, so let's attack with all. Discard, discard. That's fun. Looks like we're otherworldly gazing again. Bin, land on top. I think we just attack all here. Okay, that alone's not going to do it for you. Neither is that. Yep, I think they're just dead here. I'll see if I can stick a Creeping Chill in the bin. Yep. Okay, good first game. Now, this is where the problem begins. So I think Spell Pierce is good here because it's good against Karn, Nissa, Storm the Festival, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, all to the good. I think we can take out Narcomoeba. How good is Elder Deep Fiend here? Might be quite good. Let's take out Secret Keeper. Four more cards. The Silver Moat Ghoul. Yeah, that doesn't line up very well against what our opponent's doing. Yeah. Not going to be an easy matchup, let's be honest, but we're playing Jank and they're playing Mono Green Devotion. Yeah, there's sort of a sort of chatter in the background on Arena today, so it's like yeah, they've gone full into April the 1st, which is neat. Opponent, are you still there? Yep. Yeah, this is a decent hand. We've got Spell Pierce, a push. Yeah, we can build up to a Deep Fiend if we want to. Yeah, I don't mind this at all. Okay, they are mulling to 5, to 4. That's a good sign. I've had a lot of opponents mulliganing to 4 in this gameplay video. Yeah, I'm going to kill that, I'm afraid. I'm going to kill it dead. You never want to write off mono green opponents even after on a mull to 4, but I feel like we can remain more optimistic than we would perhaps normally be. Okay, let's attack. Okay, good. Creeping Chill. Okay, let's Otherworldly Gaze. Or do we just Haunted Dead here? And yeah, let's do it like that and hold up Spell Pierce. Discard. Sure thing. Okay, let's go again. Jace I quite like here, so let's keep that there. Attack for 1. Pass the turn. Okay, so they've got a lot of Love-Struck Beasts. So 4 mana, 1 card in hand. Yeah, I'm happy to take the risk, I think, this time. Let's mill ourselves for 12. Another elf. So they're building up their devotion here, so... block... 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 Yep. Right, so what are we doing here? I think we can do that. Let's push one of their elves. Let's play Otherworldly Gaze. Drop all of these in the bin. Attack for 1. Sure thing. So what can we do here? So let's put a stop on their upkeep. Let's pass the turn. Cast Elder Deep Fiend. Tap all their creatures and just hope they whiff on their draws. Of course, the one time I don't hold up Spell Pierce. Typical. This is why you can see, even on a mull to 4, they're still actually on course to win, which is just ludicrous. But that's mono green for you. Bring back all of our prized amalgams. Pass the turn. Not sure we're getting through this anytime soon. I think we're just going to have to hope we... Okay, so what are we doing here? So we can Sovereigns bite them. That gets them to 7. Doesn't really help the situation. Oh, well, may as well make a start. Pass the turn. Yep. This is why I hate this deck, just so you know. Nobody should be able to survive a mill to 4 on the play. Well, if they overreach here, it might end up costing them. All right. Let's creeping chill them. much now just on panic mode. Okay, so though we still have 3 Sovereign's Bites in here. It's not the worst. I am just going to block that with a 1/1, you do know that. Is this overreach? So, what can we let through? So, 2. I need to somehow keep 1 flyer alive, so let's block here, here. So that is, how much damage is that? That is 29. 10, 25, 29. Okay, let's go for it. Wow, they had that and they just threw it away. So there we are. That is Dredgeless Emerge. Yeah, not bad. 3-1 for a kind of janky deck. I think our opponent just threw it away in that last game. But we did at least get to cast Elder Deep Fiend, which I think would have been great if they hadn't immediately then drawn the Storm the Festival. But can't be helped. I enjoyed playing that. It is it's not going to win any tournaments, but it's fun when it goes off and you kind of you bring back lots of prized amalgams or whatever it is. So yeah, that is. The deck one more time. So relatively simple. Some dredge decks do run green as well for things like Satyr Wavefinder. I don't think you need it in this kind of build because we're kind of leaning hard into blue and black. But yeah, there are other variants available. So yeah, that's the deck. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you next time.